After weeks of speculation, the Nets and 76ers have agreed to a blockbuster trade that could shift the balance in the Eastern Conference. The Brooklyn Nets sends James Harden, who they acquired just last season from Houston, to Philadelphia for a package headlined by Ben Simmons, who has not played for the 76ers yet this season, citing mental health concerns, but there's a little bit more to that. The former number one pick out of LSU has always been reticent to shoot the ball, meaning he's been scared or fearing of missing. And things come to his head in last season's playoffs loss to the Hawks, in which he attempted just 14 shots across the team's final 3 games. The Nets pulled the plug on James Harden's experiment, and with the trade, Brooklyn will get the 76ers star, as well as Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and a pair of first-round picks in the deal. The mega deal will break up the big three, Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving, and couldn't hurt Brooklyn's titles chances this season, but it also extends their window of contention. See, let me tell you what. Ben Simmons is 25 years old. He is 7 years younger than James Harden. If he's able to develop a shot, and with his defensive skills, who knows? He may take Brooklyn to the NBA championships. And this also mitigates the threat of the disgruntled former MVP either becoming an aging drag on the salary cap or leaving for nothing in free agency this coming summer. The Harden trade was not going to happen unless two of the big three, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, said yes to it and gave their seal of approval. The relationship between Harden and the Nets, meanwhile, broke down. In recent days, Harden had declined to formally ask for a trade, fearing a backlash of doing so for the second time in little more than a year. See, James Harden pulled the same move last season with the Rockets when he asked to be traded and would not play for the team. As for Philly, it means the end of what has been a month-long saga surrounding Ben Simmons and the entire drama, who asked to be traded shortly after the Sixers lost to the Atlanta Hawks in the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs last season. Brooklyn continues to be engaged on deals ahead of the deadlines as it continues to reshape its roster in hopes to winning an NBA championship with Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and now Ben Simmons on the roster. Philadelphia, meanwhile, can finally move forward with the Simmons situation behind them, and with Harden reunited with 76ers president of basketball operations Daryl Morey, who traded for him in Houston. But as for James Harden, it seems that no matter where he goes, he always becomes a cancer and ends up breaking up teams or ruining the chemistry because it's all about him. The real winner here is the Brooklyn Nets. They got a better defender who is younger and whom they can also develop.